Good morning, friends. Today we are going to deal with the role of social media in our human life. Social media and other online platforms have not only changed the way we connect and communicate, but they have also changed the way we experience relationships, family, and community, all with their good and bad and ugly sides. As I was traveling in the bus, I happened to overhear a teenage girl complaining to her friends. I don't understand why my mommy keeps the same DP for such a long time. It is very boring. Well, it took some time for me to realize the teenager was referring to the display picture in social media like WhatsApp, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. In May 2020, Boys Locker Room, an internet chat group of Delhi school students on Instagram and Snapchat, was brought to light after one of the victims shared the screenshots of the obscene chat. The girl accused the boys of intimidation, glorifying rape, and morphing nude pictures of girls. Nobody can deny this truth. Cell phones are everywhere. Social media and other online platforms have not only changed the way we connect and communicate, but they have also changed the way we experience relationships, family, and community, all with their good, bad, and ugly sides. And yet, the followers of Christ need not to be overwhelmed. Changes have always been part of human communication history. Now, it is with computer, smartphone, the internet, and social media. Earlier, it was with television, radio, telephone, and microphone. And still earlier it was with printing, newspaper, and papers. Every time a new technology come along, Jesus' disciples have been forced to apply their minds to make the best use of these developments in order to represent Christ and to share God's love, mercy, and grace. One fine day, when Thomas Aquinas visited his friend Bonaventure, he found him engaged in writing the life of Saint Francis of Assisi. Not wishing to disturb the writer, Aquinas remarked, "A saint writes of another saint, we should not disturb him." Such was the godly wisdom and sensitivity of the spirit filled people. Vocation of digital missionaries. Our today's struggle with social media, distraction, internet addiction, fake news, pornography, online harassment, fraud, cyberbullying, violence, etc. are not new. They are ancient problems of self centered and sinful lives showing up in new ways. They are not merely a technical issues requiring more filters and stringent cyber laws. They are actually the matters of human heart. Jesus understood this very well. That is why he said, "No good tree bears bad fruit, for it is out of the abundance of the heart that the mouth speaks." Gospel of Luke, chapter 6, verses from 43 to 45. The real problem is inside of us, how pure and loving our intentions are. Then we should be willing to purify our hearts to be close to the heart of Jesus. Like Jesus, we should be self giving and forgiving in our communication and relationships. When Jesus sent out the 12 apostles, his final words were these: "See, I am sending you out like sheep into the midst of wolves. So be wise as serpents and innocent as doves." Gospel of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 16. Just like the first disciples, we have been sent into the world, which includes the digital world, to spread God's message of love and hope. Therefore, we should be truthful, gentle, and wise in our online presence. This means that before we forward, post, tweet, or comment anything, we ask ourselves a simple question: can I, with these words, images, and actions, respectfully and lovingly represent Christ? On 10th October 2020, Carlo Acutis, an Italian teenager who died in 2016 at the age of 15, was beatified by Pope Francis. In many ways, Carlo was a modern youth. He had a cell phone, an email address, and loved his video games. But with his passion for the internet and computers, he created a website and dedicated to the Eucharistic miracles in the world. He converted his own mother, Antonia, to attend daily Mass. In an interview on the eve of the beatification ceremony in Assisi, Italy, his mother said, Carlo was a light answer to the dark side of the web. His life can be used to show how the internet can be used for good, to spread good things. Carlo helped the poor and the disabled and refugees. Notably, Carlos' beatification took place at a time when technology and online services have been extensively used by the churches under the coronavirus lockdowns. Social media and technologies are the means to glorify God and enhance our relationship with the fellow humans. They cannot take away the time and honor that is owed only to God. When we are obsessed with them or use their power to harm and hurt people, we are indulging in the idol worship that Yahweh warned the people of Israel to avoid. He said, you shall not make for yourself an idol. You shall not bow down to them or worship them. Exodus 20, verses 3 to 5. The modern media will offer all sorts of pleasures and success, just as the devil promised Jesus all the kingdoms of the world if he worshipped him. With Jesus, we must be able to resist the temptation, saying, worship the Lord your God and serve only him.